Hello, magical butterflies. This is Xtina from Butterfly Intuition Divine Guidance. I hope this finds you having a magical day, night, or afternoon. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. If you are subscribed to my channel, please make sure to hit the bell notification so you can be notified when new content is posted on my channel. To book a reading, a one-on-one session, or a Reiki session, they can be booked in my Etsy shop. My list of services, along with the link to my Etsy shop and how you can connect with me, is all listed below in the description box. Just a quick announcement that from now until Monday, January 31st, 2022, I will be selling tickets to a new moon intention setting ritual. It is a virtual event. I'm not doing it live. If you want to buy a ticket and have your name added, I'm going to be doing a safe and secure summon candle to just bring in the energy to help everyone manifest and bring into their reality what they want when they set intentions. So if you're interested, the tickets are $11.11. They can be purchased in my Etsy shop, and they will be on sale until 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Monday, the 31st. So if you're interested, buy a ticket. Once you buy a ticket, you will get a confirmation email within 24 hours. I will send you a intuitively chosen new moon intention oracle card for self-read, self-interpretation. Just pull a card for what you need. And then after I do the ritual, I'm going to make a follow-up video that I'm going to email everybody, just letting them know the energy and any messages that came through. So if you're interested in that, I'd love to have you there. So just purchase a ticket and we'll get your name on the list. So this is going to be a solar plexus chakra reading. This is going to be a general collective reading. So as always, use your own discernment and only take the message or messages that speak directly to your soul. And what doesn't speak directly to your soul, release it and let it fly. So the card in front of the camera is from the Sage Goddess Chakra Healing Deck, Personal Affirmations for Aligned Wellness. Number 20, Empowered Oneness. Allow yourself to see the light in others, and you will illuminate your own being. For when you hold others with deep respect, you shine that same light upon yourself. Let this light radiate from deep within you, bringing energies of power, prosperity, and courage to all who cross your path. This process becomes easy and automatic once you remember that we are all one. You are being called upon to embody unity consciousness as a source of power in the world. The crystal is golden calcite and the herb is turmeric. So any yellow crystal will work. I was called to pull my citrine that you see in front of the camera. That crystal I like to work with a lot with the solar plexus chakra. I even work with selenite. That seems to help me when I have a block. So always use with anything a crystal that you just have or that just calls to you, because crystals will always just let you know if they can help you, and you should always go with whatever calls to you. So you have empowered oneness. When you have oneness with yourself, when you shine your light, when you illuminate, when you don't stay hidden, you become one with yourself, one with the universe, because you are empowered to trust. You are empowered to be your authentic self. You are empowered to be on your sacred path, your life path, whatever you are on, what you are meant to do, what you are meant to be, who you are meant to be with. Because the solar plexus chakra is located in the stomach, and that is where we hold the emotions. So when we bury emotions, if you've ever heard that expression, that's what they're talking about. You bury emotions in the solar plexus chakra. And when that happens, sometimes you can block the chakra or it becomes completely closed. And then that's going to affect the upper chakras because the solar plexus chakra is the middle chakra. So when that chakra is blocked or closed, it does cause an imbalance with the upper chakras and as well as the lower chakras. But the solar plexus chakra, because it's so close to the heart chakra, can cause a lot of heart chakra issues as well. So that's why this card is telling you to be empowered into oneness, to be one with the universe, to be one with yourself, to shine your light, to take your power back, to to just know that everyone crosses your path for a reason, whether it's good intentions or bad intentions. So let's get into what the solar plexus chakra is showing you. I'm going to be using the Witch's Wisdom deck. So what is the solar plexus chakra showing the collective with this empowered oneness? Just what is it pointing out, illuminating? What can you tell me about the solar plexus chakra and what it is showing the collective? Autumn, Watchtower of the West. So I'm getting two messages with this card. So if you live on the West Coast in the United States, California, Oregon, Arizona, even Utah's coming through, but you don't have to live in these states. It's just anything in the West. And with autumn, I feel this past autumn season, if you're in the same seasonal timing as me, I'm in California. So right now we're in winter. So the season previous to winter, there was a lot of healing. There was a lot of releasing. And there was a lot of planting of the seeds. So what I'm feeling is that something is getting ready to harvest. So you have to really pay attention to your emotions. Whatever emotions have been coming up lately, especially with Mercury in retrograde. Mercury is getting ready to go direct next week on the 3rd. And this full moon that we just had definitely awakened and illuminated something within each and every one of us. And now I'm pulling the card Watchtower of the South, Summer. So what I'm feeling is whatever you planted the seeds for or what you made wishes on or intentions in the fall will be either coming into fruition, into bloom in the summertime, which is June through September, or you will be in a very different place by those months. Because I feel if you are able to really get in touch with your emotions, to get raw and real, maybe journal out your feelings, write letters to people who have hurt you with the intention of giving it to them, even if you don't, and then you burn them or just throw them away. Just get out your emotions. Be as blunt, honest, even vulgar as you need to be. And that's going to bring you security, because that's what the solar plexus chakra is showing you. Because when we get emotional, when we get scared, our emotions rise. And that's when the ego comes in. So you want to tell yourself, I'm safe, I'm secure, I'm protected. You want to make your home, your body, a sanctuary. The cat on this card is telling you to really connect to your intuition. That's going to help you balance the emotions and have you respond instead of reacting. And it's also going to get you into the energy of remembrance, where you can connect with your ancestors, your spirit guides, spirit, your angels, your God, whoever you resonate with, past over loved ones. Just the skeleton represents death, but death is a transformation. It's a new beginning with the death card in tarot. So you just have to use your imagination and bring balance. Now, this could be a special message if you are an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but you don't have to be. You just need to just bring balance into your life and really more go with the flow, go where the wind takes you, And just imagine how life will be if you just don't fight it or try to go, where am I going? Where am I going? You just allow it to happen. And that's when you're going to have this homecoming. You're going to have this new beginning. And the solar plexus chakra is showing you that you can go home. And I'm actually hearing the song, I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. So you're going to come home to yourself. And you're going to be able to light that fire within you to really just get connected to your path and what you want to do with your life. So how can you balance this chakra? I'm going to be using the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. So how can the collective balance the solar plexus chakra if it's a little imbalanced, or maybe even if it's completely closed, or the emotions are running high? Balance, calm. How can they just bring balance to just more go with the flow, go where the wind takes them? Okay, and your first card is Creation. The way to balance this chakra is to create. Create a new way of thinking, a new way of dealing with problems, with issues, maybe even dealing with your feelings. When someone or something upsets you, what is your first initial reaction? What is your knee-jerk reaction? Do you just react out of fear, out of ego, argue, make it worse? We all do it, or we've all done it. But I've learned, and I've learned this recently, is that when you're in a situation or in an atmosphere, in a group of people, especially if it's work, you tend to allow the emotions to run high because everyone is on alert, especially if you're in a stressful job that's very high strung people, where there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of changes. And sometimes change will be resisted when a company is completely changing and going in a different direction, because people get comfortable doing the same thing day in and day out. And what I've learned is that when you go with the flow and you go where the wind takes you, you find balance. Because you create a different way of dealing with people. You learn to pick your battles. You learn to not say anything at certain times. You learn to read people. You can, like for me, I can see somebody just being rude and lashing out, but then I can see through that. And I can see that this person is either having a bad day or they're acting out on this out of fear. Because hurt people are always going to hurt people. But if you create a different way, you will see a different result. It's like the message that comes out a lot is when you focus on the solution, that is when you solve the problem. So you have to create the solution. And that's going to bring you the realization that you have the key to your future. You have the key to your reality, and you have the key to unlock the door that is going to take you on this new adventure to go where the wind blows. But you have to be brave to walk through that door. And you may not be ready. You may stand in front of that door for a little bit. You'll unlock it, kind of stand in the doorway, just take it all in. And you can take as much time as you need. It's when you know that you're 100% ready. Maybe you need to do a little self-reflection that could help you balance this chakra. Maybe you need to get some feelings out. You need to journal. You need to do like cleansing rituals, just taking the energy, releasing it. Especially if you're trying to walk away from a person, a relationship, a job, or any type of situation that involves people in the 3D world. Usually what I say when I'm distancing myself or just not wanting someone in my space, I always say, I wish them well. I mean them no harm, because you're setting that intention that you don't have ill will towards them, that you're just going in a different direction. And that's really going to help you get into the energy of assessing, and that's going to help you balance this chakra. Because once you assess, and nines are about closing cycles, you'll close this cycle and you will take action. You will take the necessary action to go after your dreams, to go after what it is that you desire, and you won't be afraid. You won't be afraid to move forward. You will just be in the energy of being focused on yourself, being present, and just taking that leap of faith. I'm being shown the Fool card in tarot. That card is about taking a leap of faith, activation, and a movement forward. So you want to get into that energy. So let's get into some crystals that I'm going to pull from the Crystal Spirits Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed on just what crystals want to come through. I'm going to pull 4 cards. I'm going to read the essential meaning for each card from the guidebook to bring you the message for each one. You may have one of these crystals or all of them or none of them, but like I said, you can always use whatever you have and just whatever speaks to you. So what crystals want to come through with messages to help the collective with the solar plexus chakra? So we have rose quartz, one of my favorite crystals. 48, which equals a 12, and 12 equals a 3. This crystal is self-love, self-worth, being enough, and worthiness. So this is a beautiful crystal to come out as a recommendation from the divine about the solar plexus chakra, because that's where you bury your emotions, and that's where you bury the heartbreak when someone hurts you. And that does affect the heart chakra, because not only does the solar plexus close, but so does the heart chakra. So embodying self-love, self-worth, knowing that you are enough by yourself. You don't need anyone to fill that void, to fill your cup of love. When you see your worth and when you love yourself, you don't look outside of yourself for that. And you find all that you need is with you. And that's when you can balance the solar plexus, even the sacral and the heart, and that's when the unconditional love will flow in and out of you. The next crystal, I know I'm going to say this wrong, is agarine. This crystal is number 1, so 1s are about starting fresh. This card, or this crystal, is about integrity, solidarity, impeccability, reliability, and consistency. So what I'm getting is, if you want movement forward, you need to be okay being on your own, being on a solo soul journey. You have to be reliable to yourself, and you have to be consistent with your path. Meaning, if you wanted, you can't just do a new thing one day saying, hey, I'm going to do a gratitude journal, and you do it for like a day or a week and you stop. I'm guilty of that. And I used to write in journals every day, and then I stopped for a really long time, and now I'm getting myself back into that routine, because I just find journaling every day and getting out my feelings and discussing things with my journal, like just writing things down and meditating, really helps me release energy so I don't hold things, because I tend to do that because my son is Cancer and I'm very emotional, I'm very sensitive, especially because I'm empath and intuitive and psychic, that I pick up on people's energy, and I have to learn how to release that and not let it affect me. So being consistent with whatever you're doing on your path is going to help you with your emotions, and making sure you're not allowing someone else's emotions to affect your solar plexus. And Moldavite is a great crystal to come through. This crystal is 35. which equals an 8. And moldavite is the crystal that people use when they want to do emotional healing. This crystal is about transformation, rebirth through fire, initiation and opening to new experiences, revitalization and renewal. So if you want to do an emotional healing, if you want to clear some emotions, moldavite is a really beautiful crystal to use. Now, I will tell you that when I was healing heartbreak and letting go of things that happened in the past and just really just working on the heart chakra and the solar, I did get, and I still have it, a moldavite necklace that I put on. And I didn't know when it was recommended to me that this crystal was about emotional healing and that I would have emotions come up to the surface that I didn't know I still had. Because I had buried them so deep, I thought I had released them, but I didn't. So if you are wanting to do that, just know that it may not happen to everybody, but for me, this crystal definitely brings out the best. But it helped me clear what isn't working for me. And the last crystal is obsidian, 39, which equals a 12, which equals a 3. And obsidian is about observing the self, self-reflection, know thyself. So it's like the self-reflection card we saw earlier in this reading. If you want to go into self-reflection, maybe even connect to your inner child, because maybe you have to connect to your inner child to be able to release these emotions. Obsidian is a good crystal to help you get connected to your higher self and to your inner child. So I'm going to get you some affirmations from the moon deck. I'm going to intuitively choose 4 cards. I'm just going to read the affirmations. I'm not going to bring forth any channeled message unless one just blurts out like it did for the sacral chakra reading. So if you haven't watched that, you may want to give that a listen to, because that could have a message for someone. So I'm going to get 4 moon deck affirmation messages. I will read them twice as slow as I can, and feel free to take a screenshot as well. Proper rest helps me feel and look my best. Proper rest helps me feel and look my best. I shed habits that hinder my truth. I release and renew. I shed habits that hinder my truth. I release and renew. My dreams reveal that magic is real and anything is possible. My dreams reveal that that magic is real and anything is possible. So I'll say that one more time, since I failed at saying this from memory. My dreams reveal that magic is real and anything is possible. I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. And I'm going to get final guidance for the solar plexus chakra from the Moonology deck. So what final guidance, final messages do you have for the collective when it comes to the solar plexus chakra? What is the final guidance, the final messages for the collective when it comes to the solar plexus chakra? Work through your fears. So whatever scares you, whatever makes you put your guard up, especially if you're a Scorpio with that stinger, work through your fears. What are you afraid of? What keeps you from taking that leap of faith? What takes you from getting into oneness with yourself? What is your fear? Are you afraid of change? Are you afraid you're going to fail? And if failure is something you're afraid of, remember there is no such thing as failure. There really isn't. If you try, it's not failure. It means you took a chance. You took a risk. Maybe it didn't work out, but maybe it didn't work out because it wasn't meant for you, and something better is coming that is meant for you. Because you have to remember that rejection is always for your divine protection. And the way you can work through your fears is to surrender them to the divine. Just surrender them to the divine. Ask the divine to help you with your fears. And that's going to help you bring this personal issue to reach resolution. Now, this could be a personal issue that you're just having internally with yourself or with another person or just in a situation. But remember, it's like that message that came through. When you focus on the solution, that is how you solve the problem. And your final message is to just know not to let your pride get in the way. Be confident and a leader like the Leo, but you don't want to be prideful. You don't want to be an ego. You want to trust your intuition, and you want to be able to stay in the power of oneness, connected to your intuition. I do hope this reading has brought you clarity and guidance for the solar plexus chakra. If this reading resonated and you like this video, hit the like button and drop a comment below. If you don't want to leave a public comment, you can send me a brief email at butterflyintuition1111@gmail.com. If this reading didn't resonate with you, no worries. Hopefully I will tap into your energy on my next collective reading. Or if you feel guided to, you can book a reading, a one-on-one session, or a Reiki session with me. I would be happy to work with you, look into your situation, your connection, if you feel guided to book with me. If you're interested in booking, buying a ticket to the New Moon Intention Setting Ritual, go to my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box below. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when new content is posted on my channel. Have a beautiful day, night, or afternoon, wherever you may be. I will talk to you soon. Love and light.